Hi to everybody. Here we are with Segu. He's right now on the other side of the world. Right now we're gonna tell you a little bit about him. Um, Segu came to my life in a funny way. Maybe Segu, I didn't tell you this story, but now maybe you're gonna know it. Uh, I belonged to a community in the past, and I separate myself from that community that we practice philosophy and all this kind of stuff, this knowledge that we discuss. And when I separate myself from there, there were a lot of days that I ask myself, how would I meet other people that thinks like me, or where would I get this information that I like so much? So suddenly, out of the blue, out of the nothing, you reach me through Facebook, and you teach me, you explain me one thing that it's like in my brain every day. And I don't know if you remember, but you told me that you reached me because
I don't remember. You have to remind me because I don't remember what I said.
I know you're not going to remind it, but you say you know where to reach you because a surprise led me to your Facebook, and you explain that if it was a surprise, it meant that it was out of the program, out of the system. So after we present you, I would like you to talk about surprise, what it means surprise, and now like most of the time I guide myself by the surprise. So never lose the surprise. That means that something is going it's going on out of the program. So Segu, can you introduce yourself, where you are, and not who you are? That will be a lot to explain, but and present yourself, introduce yourself to the people.
Okay. Uh, I am in Dubai, and I live in Dubai for the past 30 years, and I'm an orthopedic surgeon by profession. And I've been practicing, and at the same time, I've been working towards awareness, consciousness, and energy fields. And I've been working towards it because it was very important to really understand what is disease. That is how it all began. So I will not go into the details, but whenever you're not expecting something and something happens all of a sudden out of the blue, they need to be considered as messages, as something which is very important in your life. And I never took it that way when I was younger, but I started realizing whenever I had a question or whenever I needed to grow, whenever I had to go to another step, the messages came in the form of people, or just like what Nico was telling us about suddenly coming to a Spanish page, which I never go to, and something was very fascinating about it. And it was popping in front of me again and again. And on that fine day, I saw Facebook by chance, and that popped up. And that's how I contacted Nico. At least there was an important information. And I never knew who Nico is and what Nico is. And to my surprise, this young boy turned out to be very highly spiritual. And he was doing work in metaphysics, philosophy, and all this. So that I said, look, this means something. This is some sort of a connection happening from different parts of the world. I'm in an Asian continent, he's in the Argentinian continent. There is something, it is meant to be. So always accept surprises as something which you never expected. For example, when we create a future, that is going into a future which doesn't exist. But if something comes in the present moment, that is the surprise. This is wow, we need to take care of this, we need to work on this, we need to be focused on this. That's my understanding of a surprise. And that is why it touches you always. And now that you reminded me, I only work in the moment.
Perfect.
And whatever messages come, whoever comes in my life, they are all very important because they have come to enrich my life. They have come to add value to my life. So I respect and love them and give all I can for whatever they ask. The other key is if somebody asks for something, only then give. If somebody doesn't ask for something, don't give.
Why is that?
Okay, Nick? Yeah.
Why is that? For example,
Go ahead.
it's a like it's that would be a good second question. Why you shouldn't give someone that is not asking for your help some help?
Okay. Now, you can help only those who want help. You can give service to somebody who want a service. Now, let us say I went to a workshop and I learned some beautiful techniques, and I come back and I say, okay, guys on the street, come on. I've learned something new. I will work on you and do it. When they're not interested, it doesn't work. We need to realize it's not our techniques, it's not what we learned which works. It is the desire of the people inside for wanting to do something. That is what works. So that wish has to be there. And in fact, if you want to do, you need a consent. They won't want it. You need to inform them. They need to understand. Only if they understand and if they ask for it, then it's going to be effective. Remember, we can do nothing for anybody. Nothing. Everything is available in each human individual. And don't even complain to God, saying, God, why have you brought me into this state? It's not God. God gave you everything. God has given you the healing ability. If you break a bone, the bone heals whether you go to the doctor or don't go to the doctor. So you have to realize the healing process is within, it is inside. All the knowledge of the whole universe is inside us because we are the microcosmos. And whatever knowledge, whatever is in the macrocosmos is in the microcosmos in a smaller form. If the microcosmos has Jesus Christ, we have a small Jesus Christ inside us. If there is a whole knowledge of the universe there, the whole knowledge is inside us, compressed in a small form. So this is why we need to understand that we don't need to go shopping for trainings and learnings. We need to learn how to source the knowledge from within because all the knowledge of the whole universe is inside us. Second thing is, again, we go and fall upon the feet of teachers or the so-called gurus. Remember, the guru is you. The guru is inside you. You need to awaken the guru aspect or the teacher aspect inside you so you're able to decide and tap all the knowledge you want. And the third aspect, which is very important for every human being, is the mission. What is the purpose of life? Why were you born? You need to find that purpose within yourself and fulfill that purpose. That's the reason. So there are only 3 missions. Awaken the teacher inside you. Number 2, realize that the whole knowledge is within you. Third is find the purpose of your life. And that is the key. So this all is required for every human.
So if I start by the last one, how do I realize myself that I'm doing what I came to do or that I'm fulfilling myself?
Okay. So first of all, I told you that you need to be your own teacher. What do you mean by your own teacher? Even if I say something to you and you like what I say, all you can do is believe me because I'm speaking the truth. However, it's not your truth. You need to experience that truth for yourself. Only then it becomes a reality. That is why if I read a book, it's very nice, but that is the truth of the author. If I read the internet, whoever has written that, it is their truth. It's not our truth. Because if they say something which is right, then we will feel good. The fact that we feel good about it, we start believing. But the main thing is you need to experience that thing. Only then it's your reality. Okay. So now the question was, how do I find the purpose of my life? How do I realize it? We need to really understand the unknown anatomy inside the body, which was never taught to us. And we need to know where is this reservoir of knowledge? Where is this karmic body? And how do we go and step into this body to see why am I born and what is the purpose of my life? What is it that I need to clear? So that lies in the 5th body inside. And that is the unknown anatomy, which we teach you how to tap. Because everything is inside, all the resource inside, awareness is inside, consciousness is inside, energy is inside. We need to do. Once you go to the karmic body, you will be able to ask the question in a simple dialogue and you will know what is your purpose of life. And how will you know that this is the purpose of life? There'll be no yes and no. It will give you a feeling of some goodness. You will feel some sort of an experience of an expansion. And you know, okay, this is the answer. This is what I need to do. So that is one of the ways to find the purpose.